The definition of resolve is this: a firm determination to do something, and to take on action with purpose. Hello again, dear ones, and Happy New Year. It's good to be with you again as we begin a new year, and I hope all is going well with you and that this will be a very blessed year for you. You know, a lot of folks at this time make resolutions, and maybe you have one or two that you've made this year. Maybe you've made resolutions in the past. And I would ask you, how has that worked out for you? How long did you stick with it? I think most of us would have to confess we didn't last very long. Well, I looked up the word resolution, and it said, as a definition, a decision to do or not to do something, more aligned with like a wish or a desire. But there's another related word that is stronger that I want to talk about today, and that's the word resolve. The definition of resolve is this: a firm determination to do something, and to take on action with purpose. So there are many things we can resolve to do, and at this time of the year, a lot of those things we resolve to do have to do with health, fitness, diet, exercise. Those are all wonderful things. And if you've set a goal like that for yourself, I pray that you'll resolve to take it to the end and achieve that goal. But I'd like to suggest some other areas that we might consider for resolving to do better. How about the area of prayer? Do you have a set time when you get alone with God? I know we're called upon to pray without ceasing from 1 Thessalonians. We're called to pray at all times in the Spirit with all prayer and supplication, and to keep alert with all perseverance, praying and making supplication for all saints. We're encouraged to do that. But do you have a quiet time that you set aside each day where you're alone with the Lord and you make your request to Him and you listen for Him as well? Prayer. How about the area of Bible study? Do you have a set way that you study the Bible? Do you have a set time in the day that you spend a few minutes with the Lord and His Word? Prayer and Bible study go together rather nicely, and I would suggest you might combine the two. But there needs to be a time when, again, you're just quietly reading the Word of God yourself without distraction. If you can do that, and then resolve to do that on a regular basis. Also, how about meeting together with other believers? We're told in Hebrews, let us consider how to stir one another up to love and good works, and not neglecting to meet together. We need each other, dear ones. And if you've been haphazard on Sunday mornings, if you've been haphazard on small groups that might meet, you might want to consider resolving to be regular, because we do need one another, and it's so easy to get cold in our souls. And then there's an area of reaching out to others, and that is, am I resolving this year to be alert to who the Lord puts in our path, that I might share my testimony with Him, tell Him what the Lord's doing in my life, share the gospel with Him. That's another area. And then finally, how about this? That we resolve to walk worthy of the Lord, to walk worthy of the gospel of Christ, to live worthy of the calling that God has put on our lives. Those are all things that would be a worthwhile thing to resolve to do better. Maybe you recognized an area, as I did. My conscience was touched by some of this. So I'm not above you, trust me. But we need to resolve to go to determine to be faithful to the things that God has impressed on us as to the coming year. So I hope there's been something there that might have touched your heart. I know it did mine, as I said. And thank you again for tuning in again today. Thank you for those who are sharing this. We ask that you would continue to do so. And until we see you again, the Lord bless and keep you. So long.